Just got to finish. There we go.
I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for that.
Cheers, Rancid. Thanks.
Alright, cheers, mate.
On the last stage. Hopefully we can get it done before the Tuesday reset, or we'll soon see.
Who knows?
Take it easy.
See you later, mate.
Good night.
Yeah, this is the ship I was talking. Dorf.
Yeah, I've got that, mate.
Is that ship you're flying? Is that Zavala's ship?
No, that is a Cora Ray ship.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because it's exactly the same ship model that Zavala's got for his best one at the moment.
It is, but it has a longer. You know, the front is a little bit longer. It's a bit more. Well, it's, I don't know what you call it. Is it a fuselage? It's slightly. It's the first ship that you get in Destiny 1.
Yeah.
It's elongated to the front, and it's got this whopping big missile hanging underneath it.
Yeah, I got one of those for because I love Destiny 1, so I got the I had a bit of spare money, so I got the Mega Block sets just to have something up on the shelf.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, so I got a ship one of that. That took fucking ages to put together.
Well, there's two. It looks like two missiles hanging under the wings. But I've just got this thing about the original D1 ship.
Yeah.
And I know that there was some really good ships in D1.
Yeah.
And I did have some good ships, but for some old reason, I just like the original ship that you got.
No, my favourite was always the Iron Banner one. You know, the one that was a bastard to get hold of.
Well, I like the one that was black with the gold going around the edge.
Yeah. Oh, I know the one.
One.
Not the spindle ship.
Was the black spindle ship, wasn't it?
Yeah, that one
yeah,
was.
That
was good.
I think you're quite right. And then there's another one conversely, which is white with like black going around the edge.
Yeah.
And I'm not too sure whether that was Iron Banner or something along them lines.
I can remember I got bloody lucky when we did my spindle run because I got both the ship and the gun at the same time.
Yeah, that's how the map works. So are you going to start? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, should I start it?
Yeah, you start the sting, mate, and you just drag me and level in it.
Alright. I was about to say, it's saying the light level 340. Can you imagine just starting the campaign, you get to this, you're like, oh shit.
Right, you two. I need to say this. There's some animosity between me and Dalen.
Well, he gets a bit bossy,
and I've got to say, thank you, Lovell. He's a Mr. Know-it-all. I know everything and you don't. And if you make a mistake, he gladly points it out, but he never points his own mistakes out.
Yeah.
And he's always, and when I say always, he's always finding fault with other players, particularly Kieran, and in particular me. But I just stand up to him because I won't accept bullies. I never have accepted bullies.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this right now, if I work with him, I'd be sacked because I would have laid him out by now.
Yeah, he shouldn't have spoke to Kieran how he did. And he said it a couple of times, a bit sharp. I think that's his nature. Yeah, he's a bit bossy.
Me, he just thinks he knows everything, and so, and when you two, hopefully one day you go into that other room, the purple room.
Oh yeah.
The paving is not completely smooth. It's not.
Well, no, he agreed there was a lip.
But Randle, I'm going to have to argue my case here. Every paving has a lip sticking up. The lips he's talking about is when it's really protruding and you can actually see a shadow and it's sticking up really, really high. Every paving is not flat. Is not perpendicular to the floor. Everything, a bit like the pavement when you're walking past your house, a little bit up and the ones that you trip over, you actually see them sticking right up. And when I mean right up, they are very, very crowd. And for some strange reason, for the first 6 or 7 goes, I was fine going through to the last bit. And then when I was killing my ads and my scions, and then you get sucked forward and you see the little surf curl, it's like a little bit of a wind that curls over, and it ends up being your barrier. You see it when you go in there at the beginning. I just go straight forward. I'm not aiming down sight. I'm not doing anything different than I normally am. I'm looking at my pavement, and that's when I said to Dalen, if you want to have a look at my path now, you'll see that it's gone right through. It's all nice and flat, because he was starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah.
And I'm a patient man, but when people start finding fault because you haven't dotted an I or crossed a T and they're being petty, well, I'm not accepting it.
Well, some people are like that, I guess. I don't think he meant anything harsh by it.
I never criticise
anything. The way he is.
Anybody. I enjoy the game too much, but yeah, he's a bit. His natural inclination is a bit bossy, and he forgets that he's playing with people who.
I mean, people say that about me when I'm just talking to people normally. They say they say I'm coming across a bit abrasive, but I can't help it. It's literally just my tone of voice.
He's constant. When I say constantly, that's a wrong thing to say. But an awful lot of the time in the hour, he will criticise either Kieran and really criticise Kieran badly, or he'll go, there's a little lip there, or there was this, and I'm thinking, I'm sorry, but no, I'm not having it. I am not. If I made a big mistake, like I couldn't jump on the pillar, like do the knight, and for some reason I just couldn't get up the pillar, and that was the end of that. But he just gets to the point where, well, what's the point? Why didn't he just turn around and say, Dorcas, just leave the group? If he is so perfect, why isn't he with better players? And that is not disrespectful to you two, but why isn't he with people who've done it 60 times?
His natural inclination is bossy, there's no two ways about it, and he forgets he ain't at work, I think. He certainly shouldn't speak to Kieran like that, as though he's his boss when he's playing a game.
Yeah.
Well, that crossed my mind. He's talking to Kieran, like, and I'm thinking, I was going to say to him, I wouldn't accept that, Kieran. I mean, he's not your boss outside of work.
Oh, it leaves Kieran in a positive position because he is his boss, and you.
Oh, is he actually his boss?
Be so careful. Well, I think Dalen's senior. I'm not sure. I don't think Kieran works for him directly, but I think Dalen's in a senior position, which I think would leave Kieran a bit in a difficult position, I think.
And I'm just not having it. I'm sorry. And if you two spoke to me the way you did, you get the same back off me as well. And if I spoke to you two, I'd expect similar off you two. I treat people how I find them. If they're fine with me, and they're apologetic with me, or they're very nice with me, I've got no other reason but to be the same with you.
Oh. Just bloody gun in the place.
Yeah, I don't think he did it like intentionally. I think it was just.
It's himself. He's not really sort of saying you're no.
He has a wrong demeanour about himself. Mate.
Yeah, he is a bit like that.
And I'm just not accepting it. I won't have anyone talking to me as if I'm shit. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. And I'm very conscious of the fact that I could be spoiling everyone's game. But
nope, couldn't play it without all 6 of us playing, so nobody can spoil anybody's game in that. So I'm happy to play. I won't have anybody be rude to me. I'm too old to accept shit from anybody.
I mean, it was the other month we had Wakanda asking me why I wasn't killing enough, and I said, because you're killing for me. If you don't kill for me, I can then kill enough.
Yes, that's a bit like the Crucible, isn't it? I mean, somebody can outshoot you, but you might be you might be protecting their back, or God knows what. It's never a simple judgment of.
And I used to get the same thing that Wakanda. You go, Dorcas said, why is it that we've got 19 kills and you only got 5? And I said, because you're killing mine, you're not allowing me to kill mine. And they had this thing of I don't have a thing about high scores. It doesn't bother me if you're on 124 million kill death streak. As far as I'm concerned, if there's 2 of us in the thingy, it's a team effort.
Yeah, because you can't all kill the same one.
No, if there's a limited amount or a set amount of enemies,
which there is.
If there's 45 enemies and there's 3 of us, obviously 15 is the average. But just like me right now, I've just come into this map late because I'm nattering away, so I don't expect to get like 15. So I expect to see like 10, and you 2 pick up the other 2 5s. But that doesn't bother me. I don't sit there and thinking, oh Christ Almighty, look at me with my 5 kills, and Randle's on 227 and Lovell's on 306. That doesn't bother me one bit. We win together and we lose together, and I don't think Dalen is a team player. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think he'd like to be top of the charts.
He's very knowledgeable, and he's read an awful lot of things, and I'll give him his due. He explains what you've got to do very precisely.
He did
and clearly.
the dogs. This is good.
He explained it for it, but I'm sorry to say, he can't help himself, and sooner or later he lets you see his true nature coming out.
Yeah.
Very condescending, and I'm just not having it. And I actually feel for you 2, and I felt for Rancid, and I felt for Kieran, but I'm just not accepting it. That's all I want to say about the matter. And if he does it again tomorrow, expect the same off me again. Until Dalen realises that you can't talk to people like shit, and I'm sorry. If you talk to people like shit, it's because that's how you've been raised.
Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate saying something to him, but I honestly don't think he's doing it he's like it on purpose.
Well, maybe it's become second nature to him, mate, and he needs to change. Because one day,
yeah, because you can always bite your lip.
To
learn to bite your lip.
I don't mind being the poorest player. I just want to enjoy the game.
And I don't mind somebody saying, look, well, if you do it that way, that'll be better, or something like that. But don't say, why ain't you done that? Because sometimes you don't know what that is. You need somebody to... I'm quite happy it says, look, well, if you go from that direction, or if you shoot them there first and then move around there, or, sort of instructions to help, rather than saying, we ain't done that right.
Well, he wasn't doing that, was he?
No, he wasn't, but there's a difference between sort of pointing out where you've gone wrong. There are different ways of doing it.
Yeah, there's criticism and there's constructive criticism.
You can be coached with a gentle hand.
Yeah.
Someone can hold your hand and coach you and say, well, I think this is what you should be looking at, and have a go at yourself and see what you think. And if it doesn't work, just go back to what you think is best for you. Don't start saying, I've just looked at your path and there was a tiny lip, and I'm sorry, no.
Oh wait, so we're a man.
See this pavement here, before you go through, you 2, come back, please, come back.
Well, go on.
You 2 come back and come stand by me.
What?
Now, see this paving ahead of us, it's nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The paving in that room is not as smooth as that. Now that thing here, this rope here, isn't big enough to tip you up to jump in the air. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's the type of lip he's saying it would. But this one here would, because
it's proper step sort of thing.
It's a proper step.
Yeah.
And that's the type of thing that will throw you in the air.
And
that's where Dalen is just criticising that.
So it's a step rather than just a sort of bit of a
step, like that's what will throw you in the air. Yeah, I just wanted to show you that.
Yeah, because of course I got thrown in there that last game. I had absolutely no idea, and the old bloody thing was covered in bloody unequal steps.
He's a big fucker, isn't he?
It's good. It's got to be one of the best sort of graphic.
Yeah, I mean they can't just do it just for this DLC. They've got to have more like this.
Don't forget to start with your arm, mate, when he goes all like that purple blue stuff on the floor. All I know, the last word on the matter, if Dalen was in my company and he was with some of my friends. On the camp. They just wouldn't, and I'd be the one trying to talk them down. Just they just wouldn't accept it. But then I say, we'll talk about it when you come round.
You could, Randle, do you know that worm takes damage even when he sort of turns his back on you? You can still fire at him.
Yeah, I know.
On his back and that.
Just always amazes me how.
Javelins, Randle. Yeah, you going for the
Just amazes me how, like, the sort of detail they put onto it. Like, it can't just be a one-time boss.
Well, Randle, I think that's been their weakness. I think they put too many resources into too short a use sort of thing, you know, a graphic. Because, you know, these ships and that, you know, huge, and yet you see it once, really, unless it's a weekly. But there's so much effort gone into this, and yet we didn't use it enough. I don't think it's been.
Watch it, because he comes like
smack you on the head.
Yeah. I think it's a brilliant animation. What it
It
is.
It's staggering.
And that's the worm thing, isn't it? That you commit yourself to. That's why you get like a thing of life, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, even if we do beat him here, he'll still have his ascendant realm to retreat to.
Yeah, because we just don't know where that is.
Auxiliary power has been activated. Get to a node and power up the javelin.
What if I jump up? Ah, I see. We're on the bloody edge where there was no lip.
Eat javelin, bitch!
Oh,
Right on the goal.
What about the cause of his health?
go on, Annie. Go on, Randle, one last go.
Well done.
Oh, damn it! Pop my super just as he buggers off.
There's normally
Be careful, Randle, because he comes lashing across that centre area.
Yeah, sorry, there was an ogre spawning. Oh, he's at the end. What do you reckon? This is some sort of like Crota style finale. Or if you don't kill it in time, it will smash you.
No.
The other week, who were we with, Lovell? We just stood here, and I think he nearly went down on the right-hand side when we came in.
Yeah, we didn't quite understand that.
Rancid?
You ugly
So
motherfucker.
much damage afterwards.
I think it
like
might have been
Borealis and
Rancid.
also-
Oh,
it was
you and
Borealis or
you and Rancid had Borealis, didn't you?
That's okay.
I was about to say I haven't seen this yet.
No, I haven't done anything. Oh yeah, I think we were firing Darcy's and Borealis, because sometimes you can still see his mouth, you know, like the golden bit between his overlapping features.
Yeah, you can still get some damage on him even when he's clamped up. He was less than a third in almost. Well, I couldn't believe it.
Randle, is your hunter a female?
No. You got to remember, this is what, three years ago with the very limited customization options.
An EXO. Mine looks like a Darth Maul. My EXO.
Mine looks like Daft Punk.
He raised his ugly head in the last Star Wars movie, Darth Maul.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to go for the whole Blade Runner look.
I was disappointed in that new Blade Runner. You know, the
Oh, I loved it. Oh.
Didn't grip me the way the original Blade Runner did. There's a romance about the original for me. There's a romance about it. I don't know why.
But today, that ends.
Well, you know.
And I define the reality of my own existence.
Like Pulp Fiction, I mean, people going about like how great a narrative it is. I just like the way it's all piece together, and then you get that link at the end, and you think, oh, that's clever. I'm not giving this to it's clever.
I will defend humanity on my
It's
own
the greatest
terms.
movie.
I am Rasputin, guardian of all I survey. I have no equal.
I don't know if I said this before as well, but do you know this Valkyrie javelin? I think that would have been better than the Warlock swords. But the Warlock would have had javelins to throw.
Yeah.
We've got this.
Aesthetically, for me, that is. I mean, I'm not going to say.
I mean, I don't know actually. I kind of like the Warlock swords.
It just look a bit cumbersome and a bit. The broadsword isn't sort of light, is it? It's not like an épée or something like that. It's a real heavy hatching type of, the hatchet thing, isn't it? If he would have had like a mace, like a battle mace, where he could swing it round and then just lash it at you, maybe so. But that's a bit hammerish then, isn't it?
I don't know. I like it. Like it's because the Warlock basically all they had was magic, so they needed something like a physical style super, if you know what I mean.
Maybe they could have gone into a box and then you could have pulled them left and right, and then you go, well, there's no middle. I don't know. So I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't really know what you can do. I can understand the tickle fingers. I like the tickle fingers. I like the sun thing, the solar stuff, but it was just.
Well, you turn into Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
Do it.
But it's just that the swords just. I don't know. But if you do it right, they can stay for an awful long time. I know that.
Hang on, there's one person here.
And you also go very, very quickly.
So I've got to go and speak to Anna now, have I?
I would think so, mate. And then she put you on a quest, then that starts all the sleeper sim stuff and things like that. Or you might get the. I don't know. You might get, it's been a while.
I don't have access to some of Willis.
Are
Are you familiar with the phrase, be careful what you wish
I know,
for?
I've got to go and speak to them.
Yeah. It's something that's been running through my head since watching Rasputin launch a brand new Warsat network.
Data recovery, violence,
His
into.
soul
Oh, I don't need to do that. It's the Icalos.
I
Don't
should
need
be
to do it.
afraid. Any rational person would be. But I'm not. I know without a question that no matter what comes next, we can face it together.
She seems painfully optimistic. Oh, milestone updated. Return to Savala.
Okay, my next thing I've got to do is even tomorrow the cup on, so I've got to do. Oh no, I thought I had. I must have done. I might just finish.
I'm here when you need. Rasputin logged a substantial amount of Guardian traffic at some place on Earth
Faction
called
rally is a
the
crucible
Reef.
thing.
Strange targets. Not a lot of bullets were fired.
Yeah, I won't be on too late. Got to go to a funeral
It
tomorrow.
was late. It was late last night, and it didn't.
Yeah, I was knackered up. Bloody been working in my garden all day. Absolutely
Oh,
shattered.
I've got an adventure pop up. Hephaestus?
That could be the first start, like the Icalos hand cannon or something like that. You just, I think you're best just tubing it, something, or googling it and see what it goes on to. You'll either get a sleeper simulant or you'll get the Icalos hand cannon. The hand cannon's good.
We have a problem that requires your attention. The Vanguard did a sweep of the existing Bray archives. We found references to the Hephaestus Index. The index is a weapons development database. If our enemies gain access to it, they will explosions. I've located multiple access terminals that
Panel
house
pencils down.
destroy them.
Zavala, we've successfully destroyed the first terminal.
Scarifying air lawns. Christ, I'm going to give it a job now, please.
The hard data has been eradicated. Now we...
I said to Danny next door, I went, the easiest thing for to do, mate, is to lift the panels out
Can't just destroy history.
and put them on the pavement next to my shed.
Well, what do
I've
you
got some
suggest we
dirty
do?
old rags there, so I don't have to worry about. And I'll just paint them, and when they dry, when we get a moment, we'll just lift them back in. He wanted me to lift them a little bit up and free the frying pan.
All right. We'll take care of it.
Don't do that on a windy day.
Like a face in the wall there. We've only got three panels, and I said they're not really that high to come out. So I said I'll just paint them, leave them overnight, and it'll all be done. And you know. Where are you two gone?
I'm with you. Just
Where have you
behind
gone,
you.
Randle? Where have you gone, Randle?
Pardon?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I've
Are you following the located data backups or something? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, it's a weapons system apparently.
Oh, it's not this one where the cabal, you stand on the ledge and the cabal come in with the bosses. But last night, I don't know what time it was.
Too late.
Didn't go down too well. Didn't go down too well. I had a shadow. Shut it up. That's a lie, by the way. So it didn't go down too well at all.
There we go.
I've got a scout rifle, by the way, and I don't know if anyone's had a go at it.
Which one's that?
It's a kinetic one, and it's called Frontier Justice.
I think I've had that before.
I think I might have had it once, I'm not sure. I haven't kept it, I know that.
It's got huge impact and range. It's a bit slow, but I don't know what it is. It's
Preliminary connection between the network and enemy.
if you keep distance, I'm okay with it. It's no go close up, you know, like low, unless you got the Skyburner's Oath, which will fire from the hip. That's a totally different thing altogether. But
We can handle the hive, even the frozen kind. Just keep the network open.
Holy crap, there's a lot!
have you gone through
Yeah.
Randle? Yeah. Pretty hell, sorry.
Getting swarmed by hive at the moment.
Cricket got beat by Scotland cricket today.
They beat them, didn't they? Scotland had a huge score. I didn't see any more than that. Well, I think one day is, 2020, whatever it was, it's a bit like that now. It's a slog fest and all and nothing really.
Well, we have our local cricket team, which is people say what's at Watton Road. They do it on no bad grounds, but it's all got like a small stand and a nice clubhouse. But you can get there straight from work on a summer's evening. It's lovely, and it's what you want to see. It's just like slog, slog, slog. But
Yeah.
it's you know yourself, mate. It's cricket's not about, well, Test cricket's not about slogging, is it? So,
No, it's different. Yeah, well, a bit stuck then.
It's not pretty, but with both
I
halves, I
don't
can
know,
reach
yeah,
them.
Randle. I don't know how, where, have you got to go through here?
I'm confused.
You're on your own there, Randle. Are we getting through?
Pardon?
Have we got to go?
I don't think we can join you.
I'm
You're winning, aren't you?
muddling through. Yeah, I'm concentrating, sorry.
Yeah, that it. That is a bit of a one. That one.
Yes, I'm in the server room at the moment, surrounded, but just literally peppered with
Yeah.
acolytes and knights of swords.
Yeah, I know where you are. It's a bugger, isn't it? It's just an
Yeah,
outright bloody.
Yeah, we haven't caught up. We haven't caught up quick enough, have we?
I don't know whether we can join him either. I have a feeling.
Well, you're in my fire
solo
team,
that,
and you're
aren't
still showing up on my map.
Yeah, we're close to you, but we can't get through the last door. And I think you have to do it on your own.
Oh, you've actually tried joining me?
We just can't get through, mate.
No, we can't get
like
through.
frosty,
Yeah, it wouldn't
or
let
like
us. It's all
like
blocked
hazy.
off.
Ah.
Are you in that column room? With like
Yeah,
a
I'm in
big
the
long
server
column?
room.
Oh, well, good luck.
Hang on. I'm hacking the last one now.
Simpsons are with you.
With this scout rifle, I'm not giving it up because it dropped with a masterworks with range.
Great, we've got all the data,
What's-
but I need extra
Oh,
computing
right.
power for the reassembly. Get to the main terminal.
Oh, this is going to go badly.
I don't like it. Something. Well, I give it a
got
good
an arrow.
go. I've got. Well, that'll give me.
Oh, shit.
Give me some masterworks.
Oh, shit.
They're helping me, Zavala. The Hephaestus Index is an incredible resource.
I don't think there's anything we can do, Level, is there? Other than
No, I
sort of,
don't think there is.
float around and.
We'll leave him in his hour of need.
Ah, so many thralls! Go away! Go away!
Keep the hive away while I'm
Give me the squid keep telling me to get up there and clean them.
Well, the fact that she's just turning around saying, keep the hive away, is like, yeah, I'm fucking trying, bitch! So there is a lot of them. Yeah, this is the situation where I could definitely use some help. God, there are so fucking many of them. You literally kill one, and two more take its place.
Yes.
How did we get,
Several
Level,
of
how did we get over here?
I've no idea. Yeah, I'm with you. I just went through doors and there we go, a white door over there, yeah, diamond oceans.
I'm following the diamond, mate, but.
Yeah, I think it's taking us out, I reckon.
Yeah, we're kind of getting close to Randle and now it's moving us away.
Yeah, I know. I don't think you can help anybody in that scene. So, because it's a story mission, isn't it?
No, it's an adventure.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, it's
Wait,
an
don't we?
adventure. Oh, hang on then.
Oh, yeah, we are. We're in here. We're in the columns room with Randle.
Get over here, quickly! Thank you! Thank you!
Sorry about that, Randle.
That's alright. It's alright, I've just shit myself here, it's fine.
We're just enjoying ourselves. Bit of sightseeing. Got two high firing autos in here because they're easily killed and you need as much firepower as possible.
Hopefully my Skyflock seems to be doing the job!
Yeah, that's what sort of gun you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came near with two autos. I'm gonna change to one.
Well,
Come on.
we were some distance away from you, mate.
Yeah,
There we go.
You said we couldn't get through the door. We weren't even in the right place.
Zavala. Thank you.
we got there just in time to rescue him, Dwarf, don't you think?
Think of what we can make.
What would he
No
do?
iron. There's no iron team, mate, but there's an N and an A.
I will hold you personally responsible.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
That must have been that door that we were facing.
And look at that, we're richly
just go.
rewarded.
Yes.
Thank you, Randall. That's very kind of you to earn that
That's
for
all right.
us.
Is that the end of the adventure?
Yeah, that was the end of the adventure.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've done
Right, I'm going to fast travel back to Anna, see what she's got to say.
Yeah, right.
Hang on, you don't have to go back and speak to Zavala before you start the quest, do you?
that. No, not that I know of.
No, I think
He's not in cahoots with her, is he? He doesn't like her.
just gives you a reward.
Okay.
Well, he likes to be in charge.
Yeah, I'll see what Anna's got to say, and then I'll take us back to the tower.
She won't take his, authority with you. Standing on top of the road. Hey! That's a lucky jump.
Go on, then, Anna. What you got for me?
Anything I can help with?
Yeah, they're good.
No, as I said, that's the third time. It didn't go down well last night. Funny thing is,
No.
funny, the funny thing is that when we all logged off, I didn't know Swiss was in our party.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he joined
I
just
got-
as everyone was leaving.
No, he hadn't, because he heard us with doing something. He must have heard an awful lot of the chit chat, and he messaged me to say certain players are getting a bit nasty.
Did
So I
he?
just-
And
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
getting a bit nasty?
he said you mentioned that he said certain players are getting a bit nasty.
Well, I don't know if anyone's getting nasty.
He just said he said he messaged me to said, like, you know, are you able to do a nightfall? Oh, sorry, no.
I
I'll
see
tell you
your
what.
sense of humor.
He said, what was it? He said that sounded like hard work, and I said, well, you know, that's how it is. And he went, yeah, it sounded very, very messy in parts.
There's a record here.
I'm going back to the tower. I think I'm going to finish. What is the time? I have no idea. I can't see the clock.
22:44 according to
Ooh,
my phone.
bloody hell.
Quarter to
Yeah,
11,
I'll
I
take
think.
us back to the
So
tower.
I'm just going to make it. I'm going to have a cuppa. I'm going to have a little natter, and then try and be lovely again.
Well, bloody hell. Gosh, ain't got that long.
Well, you know, I can make a cup of tea, mate. That's you know.
Yeah, all right then. You'd be halfway there. Make the tea.
Cup of tea, maybe
If I made my missus a cup of tea at this time of night, well, I think I'd be looked at a bit sideways, because she'll be fast asleep.
I think my other half would be more confused as to why I'm making her a cup of tea.
Yeah, she'll say, not tonight, dear. Got an headache, at least.
How's everybody getting on at Masterworks? I seem to be getting an awful lot of them all of a sudden.
Yeah, they're rolling them out fairly
Yeah,
quickly.
I think I'm getting more armour ones now than I used to. I've got some spares. I've been starting to put them on weapons, but I'm sort of hanging on to them.
I've got. Let me have a look.
Well, that rocket
know.
launcher,
500.
I've got 25 cores, which is pretty high for me.
I've just spent my last 5 putting my armour to masterwork.
Yeah, I had 60 the other day. I think I got 50 odd now.
Oh,
Yeah, but what that rocket launcher was the only weapon that I didn't get
I got 43 now.
didn't get as a masterwork from the raid.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so the pulse rifle and the hand
It-
cannon both came in at masterwork.
That's
And
good.
I think it's nearly
is that
every
default though? Because I got the
Oh.
auto before Randle. I think you mentioned that it's a good auto.
I had
and
the
that's dropped, is
sniper,
it?
you're right. I had a
That's off of the
sniper at Masterworks. Yes, I think you're right, Randle.
They're rolling. I think they're
come
rolling them out a lot more because they're going to be working on the system. So they realised people weren't getting enough Masterworks, so they've tweaked it so people can get more towards the end game.
That's a devil with a master, which I'm happy with.
Yeah, I finally got hold of the better devils.
That, in my opinion, that's de facto. You just do not delete that.
Yeah, I've got it in my vault.
That and Nameless Midnight, they are two. They are just like, that's just, well, that's it.
Yeah, all my characters, all three of my men all got good versions of those two.
It's good in Crucible. Nameless Midnight's good in Crucible. It's good in PvE.
Right.
As your light level or your power level is increasing, it's starting to shred.
Quick step submachine gun. Sway reduction.
That is my faith that you are the one who will lead the way forward.
He's given me a choice for exotic armour, but
Yeah, so you get that.
It's like they're not great. I'll get it just added to the collection. Oh, I've got to go all the way back and speak to Anna, apparently.
Just don't take us.
Tomorrow, mate.
Yeah.
Have you done? Did you go to one of those cores where you have to put like a data link in the core? Have you done that just yet?
No.
That's when you know that you're on. That's when you know you're on the road to the exotic scout rifle that she gives you.
Okay.
The Polaris, whatever it's called, Polaris or something it's called. It's not a bad scout. It's I've used it in Crucible and I like it, but again, not on a small map. You need a decent map with good lanes that you can aim down. Good on what would you call it? Not capture. Is it control?
Right.
If you've got a good sight, if you've got a good scope plane, it's good on control for that. I wouldn't run around with it, sort of like when I used to have my my Boolean Gemini, which is my go-to thing, and I just scout all the time. But I think if you're going to use it, make sure you've got a very good sidearm or a good submachine gun to finish.
Oh, I've picked up the Rat King's quest somewhere.
Oh, good.
Solve riddle with other rats.
Arms dealer, Rat King.
Yeah. I think we could do an awful lot of damage if all sixes had the Rat King against Callus.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out what the hell this riddle is.
I can't remember. I think I had to look it up.
The Rat King's crew runs.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Just copy and paste, mate. Copy and paste.
Yeah, I've got the Destroyer of Worlds still to do. Complete the raid.
I think that if the six of us went in on the rift, on that very first, is it the solar rift or the sun rift, and we all got the buff that it gives us as well as the lunification things, I think that 6 Rat Kings could really have. I think it could take him down. I'd love to see the power of 6 Rat Kings together.
Yeah, we're trying.
I think it's worth, I really do. Just the 6 is going to do
no
something.
worse off if it doesn't do any good, we do it again, which.
But if it's one of these ones where you go, there's a full yellow bar, and next thing is, whoa, look at that health getting depleted.
Yeah.
Well,
are you two cashing in all your dead orbit or whatever, your faction tokens?
No, I haven't, mate. No, I haven't got a thing.
Do you think we're going to carry them over? I doubt it.
I don't know. I've got 524.
Bloody hell!
Oh, so you've not been cashing them in as you go?
I haven't been cashing them in at all, mate. No. When I've been doing the things, I've been getting. I'd say I could make a good 100 in about an hour if I wanted to, easily.
Yeah, I ain't bothered. I've just gone.
But I'm not, you know. I suppose if I wanted to tomorrow and by Tuesday, I could have a balance of what, 486 is it? Yeah, 476.
Yeah.
I could find that by the time reset comes and go and get the thingy and then start looking at the sunshot or whatever the next weapon
So,
is or something.
do you reckon your ranks will carry over to the next faction rally?
Well, that's the end. That's the end of it. That's the only way, according to Dalen, is that you're going to get the Graviton Lance Masterworks. So when it comes out again, when the new faction rally starts, whether it be next week or the week after next, you're going to have to pledge allegiance again to Dead Orbit because it's going to be the Graviton Lance, and then you will get it. And then if you want to go and get the Sunshot Masterworks, you're going to have to wait for the next faction rally to start and then do that.
Right.
Yeah, ain't that screwed up
So,
about that.
so you know, but I'm convinced that Bungie sooner or later will release the Masterworks. For
Oh
all
yeah,
the
because they can't just say, oh yeah, you're only getting one masterwork for it.
Yeah.
It's not like it was erased.
So it's, you know, it's bound to turn around and say, like, you know, it's
now, some may think mere mortals
the
should
Masterwork for the
around
Graviton
this
Lance can now just be picked up
but
randomly.
there is nothing mere or mortal about you. That's a compliment, by the way, in case it sounds weird. We're gonna solve this puzzle together.
I know that I've got to do 5 Crucible kills and there's 25 points, and then when I do the Call to Shacks thing or the Call to Arms thing, I'll probably get another 25 or 30 points, and I will probably do a couple of loot caves with a patrol and a public event, and there's another 10 or whatever you get. Well, the first time you get about, so I think there's like 50 or 60 points there in just them 3 things. But and that means I've got to get 400 by that. But I'm not. I don't want to